Welcome to another Raid Shadow Legends video. Hope you guys are having an amazing day. Plarium just announced the upcoming summoning events for this weekend, guys. And as you guys are probably well aware of, we are going to have a Dancer's Path event starting tomorrow as well. Now, this will replace the traditional Summon Rush event. And I'm not 100% sure just yet what rewards we are going to get from here. But it is a very high chance that we are going to get one of the heroes, the legendaries, the champions. I'm playing so many different games, guys. Heroes, legendaries, champions, warriors. They all have different names everywhere. So, champions. Modo, right? I think he might be a guaranteed in the path, but we're going to check that in the calendar in just a second. Now, if you are going for the fusion, you have plenty of events to keep you busy and all that. I was maybe expecting that they might surprise us with 2x on primals for Valentines, because why not? They just want to drain some wallets, but it seems like we do not have a 2x on primals. Now, last weekend we had a 2x on voids, so this weekend we are going to have a 15x chance, and I'm not 100% sure if we have anything else going on at the same time. First, I'm quickly going to check what we are getting from the Dancer's Path event. So by the looks of it, we are getting champion fragments. This might be, of course, the fragments for the fusion. Not 100% sure. Explore the Dancer's Path to get fragments for the legendary Barbarian, Esme the Dancer, as well as her 5-star Perfect Soul, and the Perfect Soul for Modo of the PL, and other valuables. Yes, so the champion won't be guaranteed through a Pair of Light. Maybe they're going to do a Deck of Fate, or maybe they're going to make him a guaranteed in a different way. I feel like they're always doing a guarantee during Valentine's, so it's very likely to have him as a guaranteed. But personally, I'm not their biggest fan. So most likely, I'm not going to go for the guaranteed. And I am skipping the fusion, by the way. I'm skipping the fusion because I'm going away Sunday. I just won't have enough time to play around with it. And I just feel like I need a break from it, you know. She's not that bad as a champion, but you know what? I'll be just fine without her as well. So, leaving all that on the side, let me just quickly walk you through what events we have starting from tomorrow. This Friday, February 14th, they're planning to launch a progressive chance event, giving you at least a 15x chance to summon the champions of your dreams from the selected pool of ancient, primal, sacreds, and void shards. Of course, the very first champion that we have on the list is going to be Modo of the PL. So he is on the list. I've done a guide on a guide/showcase on him and the fusion. To be honest, I feel like he needs slightly better multipliers, okay? If you're pairing them both together, they work really nice, right? Like, he does a lot of damage with the A2, he has a chance to stun, the extra hit is amazing, he will ignore defense. This skill right here, not bad, but definitely not amazing. He doesn't do a lot of damage with this skill, which kind of sucks in my opinion. And the passive is not bad on the champion or anything like that, but I find them pretty mediocre. That's all that I would. That's all that I will say, to be honest, because his damage is not that great unless you're pairing them together. And let's be honest, it's pretty hard to make a decent PvP team with the two of them in the same team. Moving on to the next one. Once again, not a big fan of this bad boy. He recently got a buff, Ultan of the Shell. I don't know. I feel like even after the buff, he's just not that great. But let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. As you guys probably noticed, I don't have the champion, and I don't want him either, you know. Decentish base stats, attack-based champion. He's basically like a damage dealer camouflaged, because he's actually a debuffer. So attacks an enemy twice, has a chance to place the defense down. If Oella is on the same team, ignores 50% of the target's defense. Then you have if the target is under an increased defense buff, each hit has a chance to remove it. And you don't need accuracy for that. With A2, removes all debuffs from the champion, heals them by 20% of their max HP, heals this champion by an additional 20% for each debuff removed, then places a shield, and then basically attacks an enemy. Will ignore shield buffs, the damage increases by 20 for each debuff removed by this skill. Doesn't ignore defense, doesn't ignore strengthen, shields, etc. All the good stuff. So I'm not too excited about this champion. Then an AoE attack with a chance to sleep and put decreased speed. If Oella is on the same team, we'll place a stun instead. So as long as you're looking at this champion not like a damage dealer, I think, yes, you'll be fine with it. But once again, using these champions both together, regardless if it's PvP or PvE, you're just not gaining a lot of value, no matter where you are actually using them, right? And the passive has a chance to decrease the cooldown of one of these champion skills by 1 turn every time they are healed by a continuous heal. Now, Oella, on the other hand, the partner, is actually much better. But we're going to get to her in just a sec. Actually, she is not on the list. Surprised by it. I was expecting to see her on the list as well. But it seems like she's not part of the list. Now, she was a fusion as well, Oella. I think she might have been the very first fusion that we had for the Sylvan Watchers. You have the decreased speed, you have the healing, increases the duration of buffs, turn meter, increased resistance, nice passive. She looks awesome as well. She's definitely much, much better than Ultan of the Shell, right? And you can use her without him, without a problem. She's not on the 15x. Okay. It's fine. Moving on to the next one, we have Queen Ankora. I absolutely freaking love this champion. She was a fusion last year for Valentines, if I'm not mistaken. Some people are saying that she was the couple was not introduced for Valentines, but to be honest, I'm pretty convinced it was. Very nice A1 that has a chance to decrease the cooldown of skills. You have the A2. The only thing that I kind of wish Ankora would do is basically generate some healing. You're getting a cleanse, you're getting the shield or strengthen and turn meter, but we need a bit of healing on her kit to make her even better. This is a nice revive as well on a 3-turn cooldown, especially if you're reviving Narses. He can go ham. Nice passive too. I like it, especially when she is in the same team with Narses. And just in general, to protect your nuker from Siphi or other crowd control debuffs. Really solid as a champion, to be honest. And I know a lot of people really underestimated her and said, oh, she's only good if you have Narses. That's so not true. And you have a speed aura for all battles. Overall, a really solid champion. Moving on to the next one, we have Cupidus. Of course, Cupidus will be part of the list. Come on. What can I tell you? Cupidus got buffed. He's much better than he used to be. He was in the meta for a while. I feel like high-end, he's not really part of any metas whatsoever. But if you are looking to progress in Tag Team Arena, if you're just looking to farm medals quick and stuff, and you have Venus with Cupidus, they're both pretty damn nice. Still, after all this time, yes, not the most OP couple or anything like that, but pretty good. You have an AoE damage on the A1. The damage increases by 15 if the target has debuffs. You have AoE attack, a chance to land HP burn. Self-buff with increased attack and places an HP burn on all enemies if you kill somebody. And you don't need accuracy. You have the passive, which is really, really what makes the champion great. Attacks inflict 25% more damage and always counterattacks when attacked, but only when Venus is on the same team. And you have an attack aura for all battles. Build him slowish in Stone Skin with good damage and a Savage set next to that Stone Skin. And you can definitely do some work with him, but not in the high-end arena. Not anymore, all right? You used to be able to do that in the past. Moving on to the next one, I'll be honest, I am a bit tempted to try and get another Rotos. He is on the list, of course, as expected. Just because I would be able to empower mine to +2. At the same time, I'm not really using my Rotos much. But then, why not? I would like to get another copy. And I am pretty deep into the Mercy with the Sacred Shard. So that's the only reason why I might consider it to try it till I hit a Legendary. You know, I might just open a Sacred and get a Legendary. And that's because I think I'm around 19 Sacreds with no Legendary, if I'm not mistaken. So I might give it a go. Still very strong as a champion. A lot of people are using him in live arena, even in classic arena, in offense, in versus some champions, some teams. I feel like he's more effective in the siege. You know, when you're doing an undead team, he's actually pretty nasty in there. Crazy good skill right here. The ability to take HP from the target, you know, and increase his own HP. The passive, what keeps him alive, is pretty pretty damn nuts. So I would love Rotos. I would love to build mine on 9-piece Merciless at some point. That's just a dream because I'm so far away from doing that. Like, my Merciless gear sucks so bad, guys. I cannot even explain you how bad it sucks. Like, I haven't got a good piece from a Merciless set probably in like 3-4 months, I think. Either way, I digress. Let me stop the complaint. Moving on to the next one, we have Sicia Flametongue, guys. Solid champion, lands HP burn, extra turn if you land it on everybody, then she can activate it, put defense down, put weaken, nice passive as well. The A1 not bad either with a triple hitter and increases the duration of HP burn. Accuracy aura in all battles. She looks badass. I love the design on her, the wings, the sword. Very, very badass looking character. She does pair with Cardiel, which most likely will be on the menu as well. I wanted to try to build her for full damage, and I still haven't done it yet, just to see what sort of numbers were kicking out of her. Most likely, I will do it at some point. If you want to use her in the spider, mainly you don't want to have damage for her. That's kind of like the only thing with her. If you don't want to use her for the spider, you can go full ham damage. You might use her in the Hydra clan boss and gain tons of value from there, you know. Let's move on to the Void legendaries, guys. We have King Narses as the very first one on the list. That should say it, okay? Absolutely amazing champion. If you are putting them together with Ankora, they're nuts. Even without Ankora, he's still freaking nuts. Talking about Marichka Taras, insta wipe. Talking about other champions that have crazy passives, insta wipe. This skill is just so freaking crazy, and ignoring defense, shield, and strengthen makes him go to the next level. And this one, being able to block revive, gain an extra turn if Ankora is on the same team, and move on to the other skill is absolutely amazing. The A1 increasing the duration of skills on the enemies. Good HP aura. The passive really nice as well. Very, very good champion. And I'm still using him almost every single freaking day, you know. So if you missed your chance to get Narses and you are going for the fusion, I wish you luck because he is amazing. Moving on to the next one, we have Cardiel, as I initially mentioned. I like Cardiel. I'm still using him in one of my Hydra teams. I'm still using him in the Fire Knight. Still using him in a lot of stages, on a lot of stages in the Curse City. Just the ability to heal, to cleanse, to give you revive on that, and immunity to ally attack, increase crit rate, increase crit damage, the passive to just make him join in with the A1 and the speed aura for all battles. Make this champion absolutely amazing. Super powerful champion, and he's been in the game for a long time. Probably, what, 3 years? Maybe 4, guys? Let me know in the comments down below. I kind of lost track, to be honest. Most likely it's 3 years. But still, a very, very solid champion. Then, of course, we have Siphi. I would love another Siphi, but forget about it. I got Shuzan. I'm on a 0 mercy, so I'm definitely not going to try to open voids. Still one of the GOATs for Arena. Truth be told, a lot of people are constantly saying recently, I'm not using Siphi as much as before. I stopped using her. And that's mainly because mythical champions are kind of like taking over. Different strats are emerging, especially for Classic Arena. But to be honest, she's still very, very useful. I'm still using her most of the time. In pretty much every single fight in Arena, to be honest. The ability to sleep, the buffs, which are really, really good, and the revive are what makes her amazing. Now, I wish this skill would be on a 3-turn cooldown and the revive would be on a 3-turn cooldown. That would make her absolutely amazing for the Chimera. But unfortunately, that is not the case. Shame. Maybe one day. And the final champion that we have on the list, guys, probably guessed it, we have, of course, Venus. I am using one of my Venuses in the Hydra clan boss, built on a curse set, just to land the hex as well. She does have double AoE, the HP burn, the defense down, the weaken. You know, with Cupidus together, they're really, really nice for some more specific content. The poisons on the A1. I think these champions age pretty damn well, to be honest. Like, they are old. Cupidus and Venus, they are vanilla champions, if I remember it correctly. Or maybe they were added for the very, very first Valentines when I started playing. I I can't really remember, but I think they are vanilla champions. And seeing that they're still pretty damn viable in a lot of content is great. You can use Cupidus and Venus in the Hydra together, and Cupidus will do pretty decent damage as well, you know. But that was all for the video. Let me know if you are tempted to go for any of these champions, guys. As usual, appreciate all of you guys watching. Much love, and I will catch you all in the next one. And happy Valentine's, guys.